What's up, guys? It's Dr. Kresimir here. It's Wednesday, June the 12th. Welcome to the weekly vlog. My goal, if this is the first time you're watching me, is to qualify for the CrossFit Games at 55, so there's going to be some training on here. More importantly, though, I'm interested in leaving a legacy for my two boys, Ari and Vedi, and to my grandchildren and to my family to come. I want them to know who I was, and I'm hoping that there's some value for you here, or otherwise, why the hell would you be watching me? Why am I so important? This week there's two things. One thing I'm super excited about, but let me tell you what's been on my mind, because I think this is the most important thing. It's been a tough week not in the sense of anything really serious, but in the sense that I've always struggled financially. I'm okay with being open about this. I'll elaborate a little bit more on the podcast. So if you don't follow me, follow me on social media, Kresimir Jug, and check out the Making Your Mondays Awesome podcast, where I'm going to elaborate it even more. But it's this idea that, money to me is, quote, security, even though, I'm an entrepreneur. There's no real security here. Anything can go south at any minute. But I've attached a lot of my self-worth and my success to the dollars in my bank account, because they make me feel safe and they make me feel confident. I know that it's an unhealthy attachment, but nonetheless, this week, and this is why this is important to you, because that's been threatened this week. And part of me is horrified and uncomfortable, which is why you'll see me, darting my glance away from the camera, because it's hard to talk about this stuff. And the rational part of me, the part that's excited, there's a part of me that's super excited, because I'm like, fuck, finally. I don't know if I can swear or not, but part of me is like, finally, this is something, because it's getting threatened, I'm gonna figure it out. I have to, it just can't keep happening. So more of a question than anything else, but has this happened to you? How have you dealt with it? What have you done? I would love for you to share your story. I would love to hear how you've overcome something that's been really challenging for you. And I'm reminded of not necessarily letting go. That sounds mystical, but I like the idea of it. I like the idea of, I'll give you a perfect example of like a healthy relationship. So if you've watched one of the videos I put on Instagram, I got my first muscle up last year during the Open, and it's a skill that hasn't come up in training, and I'm like, shit, I should probably work on this a little bit to make sure that I still have it. I haven't been able to get one in a long time. I'm ever so close, but it's right there. But I have no problem walking away from the gym being like, okay, well, I gave it my best shot, it's over for today, and continue to work as hard as I possibly can, and then we'll just get it later, right? It's this idea, like, I'm not attached to, and I haven't attached anything personal to this goal of a muscle up. I know that if I keep doing the work, I know there's gonna be better days and worse days and bad weeks and good weeks, but eventually I'm gonna get it. I do not have that healthy association with money still. So part of me is super pumped that I'm feeling threatened, because that means I get another shot at figuring it out. All these self-worth issues, and it's just horrible. My brain is a mess. And it's been fun because the week continues to go on. So that's where my head is at. I don't know if you took anything valuable away from that, but if you did, please let me know. I'd love to hear a comment. More excited, and something that I'm super pumped about, is that I started a segment with my dad called Wisdom and Sljivovica. Now, if you don't know what Sljivovica is, it's a Croatian plum brandy that I absolutely adore. It's probably the one alcohol that I like to drink. And I started recording my dad, and I'm hoping I can get him to share some of the funny, wise, and entertaining bits that I grew up with. So give that a shot. Check that out. That's coming up. Also, shots of me training, of course, the boys, everything else. Hope you're having a great week, and I'd love to hear from you. So send me a shout out, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a great one.
Hey, a passport.
A passport? The passport photo? Yep, I see. recording. I'll make sure I get this.
What's up? So, what do you do when you don't you don't feel like doing your work or finishing? And that's exactly what I feel like right now. I'm kind of tired. I have an ever-growing list of to-dos, and they need to get done because, well, they need to get done. That's the way it is. So what I'm going to do, and what's been an effective strategy in the past, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on what you do because I think it's different for everybody, is I'm gonna go do some other stuff. I'm gonna go out, I'm going to get in my car, change up the environment a little bit, refocus, maybe think about why it is I'm demotivated right now. And then when I get back, I'll sit down and we'll get started. So this is a new segment we're gonna be filming. This is my dad, and we're gonna call this one Wisdom Over Sljivovica.
Wisdom over Sljivovica.
So what's your wisdom for today? What advice do you have?
I don't have any advice today.
You don't have any.
Live your life as you would like to. What?
That's it?
That's it.
You were full of advice 2 seconds ago.
No.
And now I turn on the camera and there's nothing.
Well, I was shocked by the opportunity to be in public domain, so nothing else to say.
Is this living life to the fullest?
Yeah, that's part of it. No, this, no, 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 that.
Just the wine.
No, that.
All right, nice and simple. Live life to the fullest.
Right. Okay, let's go.